Today, I'm sharing a family favorite, chicken Alfredo. It's creamy, flavorful, and always a hit at our dinner table. I'm gonna show you how to make a quick Italian seasoning for our chicken, get that Alfredo sauce perfectly creamy, and toss it all together with pasta.
So the first thing that we're gonna need is a good Italian seasoning. To make this, we're gonna combine 4 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of basil, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 2 tablespoons of thyme, 2 tablespoons parsley, 2 tablespoons marjoram, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, and about a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. We're gonna get those spices into a bowl and give them a good mix. Now you could use a store-bought, but if you already have the ingredients, make it from scratch. I use this Italian seasoning on everything from chicken, roasted veggies, garlic bread, and obviously marinara sauce, which I'll leave up in the card if you want to see that recipe. Before we get into the chicken, let's prep our garlic for the Alfredo sauce. We're gonna use 6 to 8 cloves. Yes, that much. If you don't like garlic, then we can't be friends. Take a sharp knife and start with some rough chops. Then rock the blade back and forth to break it down a little further. Next, we're gonna use the flat side of the knife to smear the garlic against the cutting board, which will help break it down. Gather it up, mince again, repeating until you're pretty much over it, and settle for a texture fine enough for you to say, yep, good enough.
So this is about the consistency that we're looking for the garlic. We just want everything to look pretty uniform, nothing perfect. We just want all our bits to be pretty close to the same size so that we got nothing burning before the bigger pieces are cooked.
Moving on to the chicken, we're gonna be using boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, chicken breast can be pretty thick when you get them from the grocery store, which means they're not gonna cook evenly, which means they're gonna be dried out and rubbery. So to prevent that, we're gonna butterfly them and then pound them thin. Then we're gonna place 1/2 of those breasts between plastic wrap, use a meat mallet, rolling pin, or even a skillet to gently pound them down to about a 1/2 inch thickness. This makes sure that they're gonna cook evenly and stay juicy. Once that's done, we're gonna generally season both sides with salt and black pepper. Then a liberal amount of that Italian seasoning. Don't be shy, the more flavor, the better. Next, we're gonna heat up some olive oil and a little butter in a large skillet over medium heat. Once the butter's melted, go ahead and add your chicken. You wanna hear it sizzle. If you don't, your pan isn't hot enough. Let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes per side using a meat thermometer to check the temperature, and we're gonna make sure that we pull it at about 155 Fahrenheit.
If you want to try a different protein, go with something like a shrimp. You could do lobster, or you could try a light fish like maybe halibut or sea bass or even cod. Any of those should work good with this Italian seasoning.
Once all the chicken's done, we're gonna let it rest in a warm oven at 160 Fahrenheit. This will allow it to hold temperature and stay juicy while we finish everything else.
Normally I would tell you to deglaze the pan, but because we're working with a white sauce, this is gonna turn it completely brown and we don't want that. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse this out.
We're gonna bring a big pot of water to a rolling boil, and don't forget to salt it generously. This is your chance to season the pasta from inside and out. Cook the pasta according to the package instructions, which is usually about 10 to 12 minutes or enough time to get our Alfredo sauce cooking. Melt about 5 to 6 tablespoons of butter in a saucepan over medium heat. Once it's melted, add the minced garlic and then saute until fragrant, or about 3 to 4 minutes. Next, we're gonna pour in a cup of heavy cream and bring it to a simmer. Season with salt and pepper, and then about 1 teaspoon of the Italian seasoning. Next, we're gonna grate in a full cup of fresh Parmesan, not off the shelf, not pre-shredded, fresh. Turn off the heat and stir it until it's smooth and creamy. Now, I didn't do it on this batch, but if you want to make this even creamier, add about 4 ounces of cream cheese. It's going to make the sauce even silkier.
So this Alfredo recipe actually came about because my son cannot do marinara, but I found out he likes Alfredo sauce. I still have not found one Alfredo sauce off the shelf that I actually like. And I'm telling you, the secret ingredient in Alfredo sauce is garlic. So don't double guess the amount of garlic, because I'm telling you, once it starts cooking and you smell it, it smells so good. And I'm telling you, every time I make this, it's a hit in the house.
To make less dishes for myself, I'm transferring the drained pasta directly back into the pan of Alfredo sauce, tossing until it's evenly coated, and then adding more shredded Parmesan.
Now we're just gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes, let everything meld together and just thicken up.
Now slice up the rested chicken, go for nice even strips so every bite has a perfect balance of juicy chicken and creamy pasta. Arrange the chicken on top of the fettuccine and let it sit beautifully across the dish. I like to top with a pinch of chopped parsley for some color, and if you like a little heat, add a dash of red pepper flakes to take it to the next level. And there it is. Restaurant quality chicken Alfredo right at home. The sauce is rich and velvety, the garlic shines through, and the chicken is perfectly juicy. This chicken Alfredo is easy, packed with flavor, and guaranteed to be a hit with the family. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe for more recipes or hit whatever card popped up on your screen.